Please welcome Mark Johnson.
Hey, thank you, Paul. Dan, congratulations, heartfelt congratulations, really, on receiving the Abelson Award. I can think of no one more deserving for the contributions to SAE and SAE's education programs. Good evening, everyone. I'm really honored to be here tonight. Things are looking brighter in Detroit. Things are really bright in this room, even though they're dark. But I mean, our purpose for being here tonight is exciting. The SAE Foundation Banquet is back. We're glad you're here. And our education programs are better than ever. It's a great night. You know, we're gathered here tonight to recognize Jim Press and Rodney O'Neal with the 2009 and 10 Industry Leadership Awards. You know, you can't help but think about the qualities of leadership that have made a difference, especially in the last couple of years. Are leaders born? Are they made? We probably each have our own ideas on that. I personally think it's a combination of both. I think many of us are born with that fire in our bellies to do more, to be more, to make a difference, to leave a legacy. But without the nurture and support of good parents, great teachers, mentors along the way, great colleagues, great teams, that fire can be extinguished, and we don't want that. So that's why I, like many of you, are here this evening. We're firmly in support of the SAE Foundation and its education programs. When you see our programs in action, as hopefully you did in the other room a little bit, or through the video, or at the Jet Toy Olympics, or in the classroom, I mean, it looks like a bunch of kids having fun. And they are having fun. And that's the beauty of it. As Dr. Seuss said, it's fun to have fun, but you have to know how. Our programs engage students in ways that are interactive, rewarding, and fun. Our programs build teamwork, encourage leadership, foster creativity. The curricula that we provide teachers helps to make math and science make sense for students. This is so important. It's so fundamental. What differentiates our programs, especially World in Motion, from other programs are the professional volunteer mentors. Our colleagues that go into classes and touch students' lives and help teachers. These men and women volunteer their time, sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly, sometimes more than we know. They're role models for the students. They touch lives, they make a difference. They don't just tell kids what to do, they show them and work with them to do it. They make lasting impressions. When girls or young women see a woman engineer come in the classroom and do this, they can imagine themselves in that role. When children of color see an African American, Asian, Native American come in and do the same thing, this makes a lasting impression. They see firsthand that education can make a difference in their lives, and it gives them an aspirational goal. The programs funded through the SAE Foundation, A World in Motion, and the Collegiate Design Series reach students as early as 4th grade, extend through college, and, okay, I said 4th grade. As many of you know, we're introducing a K through 3 program. You can read more about that in the Foundation's annual report. It's going to be posted online. We know that if we're going to make a difference in math and science education, we need to reach kids early, and that's what we are all about. And we are reaching kids early. As many of you know, we've been running the World in Motion program for many years. We've been engaged in a longitudinal study. That's a fancy word for the researchers use for tracking students as they go through the program and seeing what impact there is. At your place setting tonight is kind of our first report card from this study. I encourage you to read it. It's just a glimpse of some of the first findings. And by the way, I think it's a good report card. We all like to bring those home, right? It'll give you a glimpse of some of the high-level findings that validate that this program works. This is a quality program in math and science education. It talks about things like, or like a kid who got straight A's. You know, we wanted to share this with you. It really is a good report card. It talks about things like students demonstrated increased content learning as a result of their participation in the AWIM challenge activities. I mean, translating that, they learned math and science. The longer-term added value to student enrichment and learning is specifically in the area of engineering. So kids build things and make them work. I mean, that's what engineers do, solve problems, design things. This is really effective at showing young people what engineers can do in the real world. This is a scary one to me. The involvement of an industry volunteer leads to strong student knowledge of engineering that is sustained over time. I mean, I've been in classrooms, you know, and to think that, wow, I made an impression. This might scare some of you, but I mean, it really is. This is a game-changing element of our program. Use of the A World in Motion program, particularly repeated use, increases teacher confidence and comfort with teaching science in innovative ways. That's one of the, certainly all of those things are things that we set out to address as an organization with the A World in Motion program. Now, a detailed report will be released shortly, but I thought I'd just tease you with this little glimpse. It's telling us what we're doing is exactly what we should be doing to help curb our issues with science, technology, engineering, and math, the STEM crisis that has been talked about in our country. And I think we can all feel good about leaving a positive legacy, making a difference in that regard. Now, before I go on to introduce Jim Press, I want to extend my personal gratitude to each of you for being here this evening. The light and hope of progress is shining brightly here in this room through each of you. So thank you for supporting us tonight. For those of you who continued your support of the foundation between 2008 and today, kind of a dark period in our economy, thank you for your generosity and commitment to education, and in particular to our educational programs. It's truly appreciated because without your support, we cannot do what we do. We cannot do what we do without you. So thank you. To that end, I want to recognize 3 companies who have just recently made renewed or significant new corporate gifts to the foundation in 2010. Delphi, AVL, and John Deere. Now, in addition to supporting this event, as our host sponsor, the Delphi Foundation recently provided an unrestricted gift of $100,000 to support and promote our programs. You know, an unrestricted gift enables us to target funds where they're needed most, and there are a lot of areas where we can do more with gifts like this. So, Rodney, we know that corporate foundation giving happens only with top leadership support, so thank you very much for that.